Hello, and welcome to the Easy Path Project. Thanks to the new subscribers, glad you're here. Have you ever heard that saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know? The idea is that it's easier to get ahead in your job if you just know the right people. In this video, we'll be talking about how it can be the same in your life in general. If you hang around the right people, your life gets easier. Also, there's a special bonus for getting to 67 subscribers. It's how to live your life almost like with a cheat code. Stick around till the end so you don't miss out. This channel is the Easy Path Project, and it's all about finding your best way through life. Hopefully you make the right decisions and do what it takes, plus you get lucky every once in a while, and you live an awesome life. One of the biggest decisions you'll ever make is who you hang out with and who your friends are. If you're trying to live an awesome life, you'll find it's easier if you're around other people who are also trying to live an awesome life. Now, what makes for an awesome life is different for every person, so you got to pay attention to who you are and what you want to be. When you find good people who are aligned with your values, then you can work together to further your interests. Kind of like in school when you had every kind of person imaginable. You hung out with kids who had similar characteristics to you, and that's why they were hanging out with you. After school, it's the same. You either hang out with your old friends or you make new ones. But after school, your goals are different, and you have to start thinking about things in new ways. You have to more carefully consider who your friends are and why. Just like in school, if you didn't want to get into trouble, you didn't hang out with the sketchy kids. You can tell the difference between somebody who's going in a good direction and somebody who's not. You can make it so your friendships are reserved for people who are aligned with your goals. And you can limit your involvement with people who aren't. It doesn't have to be personal. You can still have a cool and pleasant casual relationship with somebody and just leave it at that. Nowadays, you hear the word discrimination and people think it's a bad thing. But the dictionary says it's having or showing refined taste or good judgment. So choose wisely. When you're young, you think you know everything. I know I did. As you get older, you begin to realize just how much you didn't know. Sometimes figuring out the difference can be painful. But there's a way to smooth out some of those bumps, so you don't have to learn everything the hard way. The secret is to find people to help you along. A mentor is cool if you can find one, but it doesn't have to be so formal. He can be a boss or someone at work. He can be a retired businessman you meet for beers and talk about football. Basically, just be open to developing friendships with older, wiser people and let them share what they've learned. They say you learn from experience, but it doesn't necessarily have to be your own experience. Learn from people who have been there and done that. Pick up what you can from their successes and their failures too. When you get some good people around you, you can get a better idea of the challenges in your future. You can start preparing for them in advance. You might have heard the term forewarned is forearmed, and that's exactly what I'm telling you here. A mentor can give you advice. Having somebody to bounce ideas off of is great, especially if he has personal experience that can apply directly to your situation. Sometimes it seems like there are a million choices, and it's hard to decide what's best for you. A person who can work with you to evaluate your likes and your dislikes, your strengths and your weaknesses, can help you to find a path that suits you. An experienced mentor can help you set realistic and attainable goals for your development and your personal growth. Sometimes mentors are teachers too, and they can teach you valuable skills. They can also be coaches, and they can help you develop your skills and knowledge. They can be there to support you when you're getting started, getting stuck, or getting ahead. Knowing somebody's there for you is a big help. A mentor can help keep you motivated. Sometimes things can be harder or even easier than you expected. That supportive voice can keep you going. If you do it right, at the end, you can say all the work was a success, and hopefully you made a good friend in the process. Just like every situation in life, evaluate the character of the people you meet and make sure you recognize a person's strong points and their weak points. Most people are on top of some aspect of their lives, while other parts are just okay. Evaluate what you hear and see from them to decide how or if you're going to use what you've learned. Even this active scrutiny on your part will be helpful in your personal development. You take the good, you discard the rest. So far, this video has been about what you get from this kind of relationship. But what can you offer in return? The best relationships are give and take, where everybody benefits. So you can give back in whatever way you feel will be appreciated or the situation warrants. Whenever you see an opportunity to help out or pitch in, don't hesitate. And you could always ask, hey man, I really appreciate your helping me with stuff. Is there anything I can do to help you? Eventually the time will come when you'll be the older, more experienced person, and it'll be your turn to share what you've learned. Pay it on down the line. Well, that's it for this time. Thanks again for subscribing and for clicking the like button. Until next time, take it easy.